There we go. Okay, so if you read your email message or your text message, today's class is all about you guys and what you enjoyed using this year or any year or what's happened with you in the past. So Hiawatha, you just thought about yours. Do you want to go first?
Yes, I'd like to go first, but first, the one thing I like to say, Cricket, is that I really appreciate you offering these classes.
Oh, thank
I
you.
found them very helpful. And you know, I always, when people call me, I just say, call Cricket. She knows.
Well, thank you.
All these, I said, she has something that she can look on and tell you everything.
Right.
I tell you, my favorite product is really the lemon essential oil.
Oh, okay.
A day never passes that I don't use that. I either use it 1 or 2 drops in warm water in the morning, or I will.
Wait, we lost you. We can't hear you. You just pop. You just
He's
muted.
on mute.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
We heard you put a couple drops in water, or
yeah, I put a couple drops in water, or I put 2 or 3 drops in the palm of my hand. And then I go clockwise about 2 or 3 times, rub my hands together and inhale. And do you know, whenever I go to the doctor, I have to do that, because every time I go to the doctor, my blood pressure goes up.
Oh.
And I'll do that, and I said, let me inhale my lemon, and then come back in a few minutes and take it again. And, invariably, they say, wow, you do have the white coat something, they tell me.
The white coat syndrome, huh?
The white coat syndrome, yes. So that lemon is my #1 favorite. But I also like frankincense. I like lavender. And those are the ones that I use just about every day, all the time. But I also use oregano.
Oh.
Oregano. In fact, somebody called me. In fact, I was talking recently to somebody about the oregano, and they wanted to know if they had to use it with carrier oil. I say, I always do. I always have to have a carrier oil.
Yeah, it's really hot.
I said, it's really potent. So I usually might use a tablespoon with 1 drop carrier oil.
What is the oregano good for? What do you use it for?
I use it for yeast, fungus infections, and inflammation.
Okay.
So do you rub it on, Hiawatha, or?
Well, what I do is I mix it in a little container. I have a little glass jar that I mix it in.
Oh,
and
okay.
then I take a Q-tip and rub it on with the Q-tip.
Okay. Okay.
Dip it in, rub it on.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes, sometimes I get an itching in my ear, and sometimes I just rub it on the outside, just inside. I don't stick the Q-tip all the way in my ear.
Yeah.
Just at the entrance there.
Okay.
That helps too.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Barb, are you drinking eggnog?
Gin and juice. No, it's orange. It's pineapple orange juice.
Well, I brought my drink. It's not my favorite one, but I brought my healthy drink. I said, wow, let me drink something healthy. And it's noni juice.
Oh, funny.
Oh, just thirsty.
I love it. I love it. Oh, well, Felicia, would you like to go next?
I guess I can. Yes, ma'am. Well, this year mine has been frankincense and the thieves, mine too, that I did a lot.
And what kind of systems did that support for you?
For me, I remember emailing you or texting you one day asking about, I had an appointment coming up for where the doctor thought they was going to have to do, it was on my left, I think my left side here. It was just having a lot of pain, couldn't figure out what was going on, like where I don't know if it was like kidney or something. So I started using that frankincense like twice a day in the morning before I go to work. And then when I get home and shower, I rub it on my back and everything. And that really helps. And I even was sipping it in tea. And then, yeah, that helps a whole lot. And no surgery. And
Awesome.
everything went back and checked out. And they were just like, follow up with your PCM because they didn't see anything, and everything was fine. But then with the thieves I've been making since earlier part this year with that, COVID and everything going on, and me working at the hospital, I mean, I've been faithfully on that thieves and,
that's really supporting your immune system.
Yeah, but how does she use the thieves?
I mix it. What I do, I do like a regular tea. I either just tea or I just put in water. Like right now, I just have some thieves and little lavender with warm water and honey.
There you go.
Thank you.
And but what I also do, be working at the hospital, I boil fresh ginger, fresh garlic, and I put these and the ginger in it.
Oh.
And it's really good. You could use it with honey, whatever, but I could put it in my cup, just drink it warm, but I don't put a sweetener with mine. I just do it that way. And then peppermint, and also I do put peppermint in it. Peppermint seeds, the fresh garlic, the fresh ginger is the tea that I make. And I drink it twice a day. Before I go to work in the morning, I get it in my system. As soon as I get home from working at the hospital, or around all that COVID and stuff, I shower right away and get that tea going.
Nice. How much do you just do 1 cup at a time, or can you do?
I just drink it. I mean, it's like this right here is I take to work.
Yeah.
And,
no, I'm sorry. I mean, what do you just boil 1 batch at a time, or do you make a big batch?
I boil it in a pot, and I can show you in a second. I'm gonna get the glass jar that I make it in, and I keep it in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And pour it from there.
Yeah. How much do you put in?
With the ginger, I do the fresh, like one of the fresh bulk, you know what I'm saying? And I just boil it all because the large size jar that I have, once I boil it, I let it sit for a couple of hours so I can get that real good flavor, the strong ginger flavor from it. And then I pour all of that in there. And with the garlic, I do like 2 or 3 of the big cubes. Bulbs, yeah.
Bulbs.
Yeah, and
the individual cloves, not the whole bulb, but
I do the whole bulb. Yes, ma'am. Garlic is like an antibiotic,
Yeah.
And so that and the ginger and like I said, the and I put a few drops, like 3 drops in this jar. I'll show you in a second. I get it in the jar. I put like 1, 2, 3 or 4 drops of the peppermint, and then like 3 or 4 drops of the these, and it really gives it a good flavor. And when you drink it, it feels so nice and going in cool and
nice. Cool. Thank you.
I'm gonna get that
very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
May I ask her, does she peel the garlic? Does she peel each clove? Does she leave any of that film or whatever you call it stuff on the garlic?
When I first started making, I would peel my garlic. Then I stopped peeling it and just let it boil. And then when after it boil, I strain it.
Oh, okay.
Strain it into because I want all of that flavor.
Yeah, because somebody told me that the peeling or whatever you call the stuff around the garlic was very nutritious.
Yes, that's what all the nutrients there. That's what I read too. So I stopped peeling mine and just boil it, clean it, wash it real good when I get it from the store, and then put it all in a pot, like I said, let it boil, turn it down, take its time, let it sit. Sometimes let it sit overnight so it can get that flavor. And then in the morning, I strain it into my jar and add the water and all the other ingredients.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Trying that.
Yeah, that's
Y'all
cool.
gotta try it, and it's good.
Yeah. All right. Barb, Miss Elf.
Yes, ma'am.
Elf on the Shelf. What did you love using this year?
Oh my goodness. Well, since I've pared down on the Valor and Panaway because I don't need them anymore like I used to because it took care of the problem. But I was listening to, what was that, Hiawatha, Oregano?
Uh-huh.
I had used that every morning on my bottom of my feet before I went to the daycare.
Oh, yeah.
But I
Barb was working at a daycare this year.
oh my God, Head Start. But eucalyptus and goldenrod has turned into my new favorites since I didn't need the other two anymore because I just didn't need them. Eucalyptus supports my breathing at night. Oh my goodness, I sleep so good. It really helps. And other times when I'm drinking too much dairy products, yogurt or drinking milk, oh my goodness, it chokes me at night. Mucus just wakes me up and I can barely breathe. And if I diffuse goldenrod, it clears that right out. I just thought I had found the magic potion when I first tried that because I looked it up and it said something about helping with mucus.
Uh-huh.
So I started diffusing it and I would just breathe so easy, so much easier than all that gook in my throat. I wasn't waking up coughing and running to the bathroom and coughing up. That goldenrod is amazing.
Great.
Yep. Eucalyptus and goldenrod.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Barb, so you diffuse those two together?
Oh, no. No, it's only when I'm bad girl and drink dairy or I eat dairy products and I'm bothered with the eucas, then I'll diffuse the goldenrod.
By itself?
By itself, yep.
Okay, interesting.
Yep. Other times I just diffuse eucalyptus by itself just to support my breathing at night.
Right. Now, I've taken goldenrod in capsules for that very issue, but I've never diffused it. So that's pretty interesting.
Okay. Yep, I just diffuse it. You have to be careful the amount of drops you put in there because it can get kind of overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I've not tried the capsules either, so I'll try that too.
Interesting. I learned something new.
It's Cricket.
Yes.
Here's the jar. This is a 64 ounce. This is what I have.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
I will make some more this weekend, but this is my thieves and the garlic and the
ginger
and pepper and all of that. I make
okay.
jar for like a week or every 2 weeks, and this is what I might go to daily, twice a day.
So how much water do you boil it in then? You just boil it and then whatever is extra, you just fill the rest of the jar up. Okay.
I don't measure it. I just know what, I just.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you make it to your flavor,
Yeah.
so you like it.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
I would like to know one more thing, Felicia.
Yes.
How long do you boil the garlic?
Until, like I said, I'll boil it, and then sometimes I'll let it sit overnight until that
So would you
ginger
you
becomes.
think you boil about 15 minutes, 5 minutes, or let it simmer for a long time, or what?
Yeah, simmer. Start it out boiling, then I let it simmer at least for. I do that for at least 45 minutes.
Wow.
Okay. Nice, and get that flavor. Like I said, as you taste it and you get that strong ginger, that's what you want, and then. Yes, ma'am.
So you put the ginger and the garlic together when you're boiling.
Yeah. Put it. Yeah, and you said to get tender, the way, like I said, taste it to your liking.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Miss Gardner, would you like to go next?
Sure. I didn't dress up, so that's why my picture is on there.
We don't care. You can show your beautiful face. We don't care if you're not everybody dressed up. So
okay, well it's there in a picture. That's good.
Not the same.
My go-to oils, I actually, my go-to oils are Purity now, which is something I just started using about a year ago. I was making my own deodorant and I make my own laundry soap. And that's my go-to oil for those two items.
Oh, okay. Purification?
Yep, purification.
Okay.
And I use that a lot. I use Thieves quite a bit to keep up my immunity system. And I actually diffuse it in my office, especially since during cold and flu season and now Corona season.
Yeah.
So I keep that going in the office and use peppermint quite a bit along with that to diffuse in the office. It seems to relax people and they feel like there's another level of protection there.
Yeah.
With the Thieves and the peppermint going. So we even this year had our office inspected by the state. And they came in and saw what we were using and we got a great rating. We were like A-okay. So
sweet.
I would say my go-to oil, I can't get along without Thieves or lavender. That's another go-to for me.
Yeah.
So those two oils I probably use the most, but purification is coming up on a close third.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything? May I ask, Linda, how many drops do you use when you're purifying it? When you use it, when you're distilling?
When you're diffusing?
Diffusing, I'm sorry. Diffusing.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I use a couple drops when I'm diffusing, but it depends on the recipe for the laundry soap and the deodorant as to how much I use with that. Those are more specific.
Okay.
Okay.
And I also have a diffuser in my car that I use a lot during the fall and winter months also.
That's a
so
good idea.
I was able to get a car diffuser that I use Thieves and peppermint in quite a bit.
Is it one that has water or is it a
water?
Yeah. Do you have problems with it freezing up and then it has to melt when you?
No, because I don't leave it in there.
Oh, okay.
When I go in, I take it with me.
Okay.
And then put it back in there, and then I just take it back and forth. I don't leave it in the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good idea. Okay. Sandy Reed.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, I haven't really done anything as far as ordering stuff or even looking into new things, but
okay.
I will show you my little case.
Oh, nice.
That I carried ever since COVID started, and it has Thieves and the hand sanitizer. And then I love this, the spray.
Yeah.
I'll use that on my throat. And I'll use it on my hands. And I carry peppermint. And then I also have a liquid silver, which isn't our product. But that's what's in my little case, along with a mask. So I just keep that in my purse because it's always there. And my children, who are full of the sanitizers, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
And so I offer that to them, and I use it all the time instead of sanitizer. And the peppermint oil, which I started after I found out about this, my little grandson in Texas, where I'm going again this winter in January, I would rub it on his feet and his belly with coconut oil. And I did that now. This will be the third year. He absolutely loves it. He just relaxes and he would go right to sleep. He just, I think it helped bond us because he relaxed so much, and I did that every night.
I'm sorry, what was it? Coconut oil and what else?
coconut oil. After his bath, I would use coconut oil over his entire body, but on his feet and his belly. And then a little bit sometimes behind his ears, I would use the peppermint oil with the coconut oil. And he just loved it.
That's
So
interesting.
now his daddy does that while I'm gone.
Oh.
That's interesting that it relaxes him, because for most people, peppermint is wake me up kind of thing. Yeah. It must be the massaging and the rubbing. Huh?
I think it's the massaging along, you know, with that, even though but I heard that it's so good for taking out things out of your body at your feet. And I just,
okay.
That's the time it's the time of the day when I can do that with him.
Yeah.
And it just was what worked. So
that's nice. Very nice.
Anyway, that's my little thing.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Cricket.
Yeah.
One thing I did forget is I like the young woman who just spoke. I keep those products on me as well, but the thieves spray, I actually spray in my mask.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
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 And that helps a lot too.
I put peppermint oil on my mask some mornings before me and my husband go out to work. Put a peppermint oil on the inside of the mask when you're wearing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The breathing.
Yeah. My husband likes to put Breathe Again on his mask, especially when we go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you feel like you can hardly breathe with that mask on sometimes. And the Breathe Again really helps support oxygenating you, feeling like you're getting more air in. So, yeah. I forgot your name. Your picture says Galaxy Tab A. You're muted though.
Are you talking to me?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
There you are. I'm sorry. Who I forgot your name.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Okay.
Evelyn Dungy.
Okay.
Gosh,
Thank you for joining. Evelyn, do you have a story for us?
I don't have a story, but I've been using the Yang Yang just for the house. In my diffuser, and I use eucalyptus a lot, and I use lavender is what I use.
Okay.
Mostly, and I just use it for like the other two people mentioned. I use the eucalyptus a lot in my bedroom, and I did hear too that it was good for people who were kind of it's an antidepressive.
Oh, okay.
So I tend to give that to people in the form of a candle or an oil, you know, to people
for mood boosting. Yeah. That's the eucalyptus that you do that with, or the ylang ylang?
Eucalyptus.
Okay, which eucalyptus? There's like 4 of them. There's globulus, eucalyptus blue, eucalyptus radiata.
Well, I didn't bring it in here, but
okay.
I just brought the Yang Yang, and the clarity is what I use sometimes too.
Yeah. Do you put the clarity in your diffuser, or do you put it on your crown of your head?
Yeah. On me.
Cool. Great.
Yeah. So
that's nice. Thanks for sharing. Anything else you have to share?
No, I haven't met with this group in a long time. So
yeah, welcome back.
Yeah. Hi to everybody.
Hello.
I remember Barb, and I remember Hiawatha.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
it's nice to join the group.
Yeah, thank you.
Good seeing you.
Thanks for joining. We like your input. Steve, now I am calling on you.
Okay. Let's see. First, I want to mention to Hiawatha, I read a post a few days ago about oregano oftentimes being forgotten, that it's good for emotional. And someone earlier mentioned antidepressants and that kind of thing. So if anyone wants to see that, I could copy paste it and send it to them.
Okay.
Bring that out, because I'm pretty sure I was not aware of that. And just wanted to share that little piece. So the products that have been huge for me this year, can you see this?
No, can't see anything here.
Oh, my video didn't come on?
No.
Sorry. Okay, there we go. So BLM has been huge for me this past year. Alongside Agiles, I've been extremely consistent in taking it because I walk a lot at work, and there's a little broken knee in the past and all that kind of thing, and they've just been super huge, and I don't think I'd be able to do the job I do if I didn't continue to take them.
Nice.
So,
that again, Steve, what is that you're using?
it's called BLM, stands for bone, ligament, muscle, and also
okay.
another supplement called Agiles.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I don't know if anyone here knows what this is, but I've been using this a lot too. It's called a fume pipe. And what you do is you take these little inserts and you drop down in the pipe, but before you do that, you fray the edge and you drop essential oils on that insert and you just breathe it in.
Oh.
So there's no smoke. It's just vapor.
Yeah.
And so you're getting the benefits of breathing that in. And I've been using a lot of basil, mainly for the COVID deal, and also thieves. I've used eucalyptus and a lot of peppermint with the fume, and it's been very helpful.
So do you use that so you don't have, like, out in public, so you don't have to share your smells with everyone around you, or?
No, not necessarily. It's just it's super handy. Like, that back a couple of months ago, I had the ribs, bruised ribs, and I got really congested because I couldn't breathe. I couldn't fully breathe.
Oh yeah.
Started using the basil to assist me there, and as well as the eucalyptus, and my gosh, it was just a game changer. So that's where this came in handy. I kind of forgot I had it.
Yeah.
But
very interesting.
It's a really cool tool.
Yeah. I have these things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you they unscrew. They come, this piece here is separate from this piece here, and there's a cotton tube kind of thing, or cotton, I don't know what to call it. It's this long, but it's solid cotton, and you put the drops on it, and then you see that hole in the end there. Then you like that. Yeah. And this is one that I've had for, well, I have a peppermint one that I've had for like 4 years, and I can still smell the peppermint on it. So if you want to add more to it, you can just drop it in the end there and drop it onto the cotton. And it's a kind of similar to Steve's, a little bit different, but yeah. So that's pretty cool, Steve.
Thank you. And also, I wanted to ask anyone here if they have any testimonials on pine.
Pine?
Because I don't use it very often, and this week I was determined I'm going to start researching it, but I thought this would be a great kickoff to that research to ask if anyone uses it themselves.
Yeah, I mainly use it for the smell at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what it says.
I
in
was
the book.
thinking one of the leaders said that most of your tree oils were good for bone support.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never used it.
So in the book it says it's pine was used in massage for stressed muscles and joints. It shares many of the same properties with Eucalyptus globulus.
How about that?
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So it's used for supporting sinus, lungs, throat.
Okay.
And the fragrant influence. Evelyn wants to know where you found that fume pipe.
I'll type it in the comments so it's easier
Okay.
to see.
Okay. And the fragrant influence is it revitalizes mind, body, and spirit, has an empowering yet grounding fragrance. So that sounds like it would be a good one to put in the fume too.
Yeah.
FUM, fume.com.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Thanks for getting out the book.
Yeah.
Mine's located in my Arctic room, so I haven't gone in there.
Arctic room.
Oh gosh.
Hey, and by the way, I came up with a new method, and I call it plug and go. You just kind of did it, Cricket, but you use that inhaler. So I just call this plug and go.
Oh yeah.
Nostril, plug a nostril, and go back to.
Yeah.
And people I encounter at work that might have some head tension going on, I'll pull out some wintergreen or peppermint, and I'll say just plug, breathe in super deep, and we all know it's pretty amazing. 5 minutes later they'll be like, "What in the?"
Yeah.
You know?
Awesome. Great tip.
Plug and go. Feel free to use that. I'm working on a patent on that.
Good idea. Plug and go.
I'm a patent for my tea. I call my tea Rona.
Tea Rona. Very good. Oh.
And for anyone that doesn't have the message thing, that pipe it's called FUM. You can go to fume.com and or you can locate them on Facebook too.
Okay.
A lot of people use the fume to stop smoking.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that's what it's designed for.
That's kind of how it started, but also the two guys that developed it, they started mainly with peppermint and physical activity, lifting weights, running, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a great product.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So do you use different ones for different scents, or you just take the stuff out and put a different one in for a different oil?
Kind of both. If I'm trying to target something, I'll get a different insert, and they come with 4 or 5 or something when you order the pipe. But it's what's it called, vaping. You can't do that at work because you breathe out smoke.
Yeah.
I'm talking for all of us. But if you're in a hospital setting or an office setting and you want to use your oils, but you can't diffuse or whatever, that's perfect.
Nice.
So yeah.
That would be great on a plane too.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Miss Addie.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Again, Cricket, I want to thank you for all these classes. I enjoy them.
Oh, thank you.
And I've learned so much from them. So I continue to learn. The oil that I'm using most of all is tea tree oil. And I use that and with sometimes olive oil to rub on my legs. My legs was giving me some problems. So that helped to pull some of the soreness out.
Okay.
Plus, I was concerned about maybe an infection or whatever. So I use tea tree oil a lot.
Very good.
I enjoy lavender to relax. Peppermint to wake up. I use the peppermint, and I diffuse most of everything. I haven't started drinking anything, so everything I do is diffusing.
That's
except
okay.
for this. Now I use the CB oil too.
Oh,
and
good.
CB ointment, I use that again. That's for that soreness and that aching in the legs. I use that, and I use the 600.
Okay.
And not 300. I use 600.
Okay.
And I love it. I love it. My son, he uses it. My daughter, they use it to. My son has some aches in one of his legs, and he uses it as well.
Yeah. Okay. That's the CBD muscle rub.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Anything else to add?
No, nothing I can think of.
Okay. Okay. All right. Asaki.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good.
That's good. Let's see. I use sulfurzyme. These are the capsules. I don't quite care for them because they're so big. I usually have the powder, and I ran out of the powder and grabbed the pills. I'm gonna buy the powder next time so I can mix it in with my juice.
Yeah.
That's a little big. Now, of course, the Super C, I have that every day. Even though I work from home, I still want to keep my immune system strong. When I get ready to go to bed, I usually use geranium and lavender, and I'll just mix those two together and put it behind my ears or on my wrist, or I'll put it in my diffuser before bed so I can get some sleep. If I want to ingest some of the pills, I have some of the oils. I have my capsules, the veggie capsules, and I used one of these things. I don't think this is on the Young Living site. I think I got this off of another site to hold the little capsule in so I can pour the oils in. And then I can ingest them. And then any of the other recipes that I have, I get from, I got 2 of these books. The lady made 2 books, so I bought both of them. What is this one? Premium Starter Kit Recipes, Love at First Drop. And then Essential Oil Recipes, 1 drop at a time.
Mine.
Okay.
Those are mine.
Yeah. Well, because sometimes when I have new signups, I have extra, and I grab one, and I want to make sure I'm not grabbing the one that I've written all in. So I had to put a label on top mine, so I know not to give mine away.
Oh my.
And who's that by? So people can look for it.
What's her name?
Or does she have a website on the back of her book or anything?
Brandy Jones Arnold. Matter of fact, I got both of these off of Amazon, and I'll put the link in the chat.
Okay.
Hey, Asaki, I have a question.
Yes.
You said you were going to use the sulfurzyme powder and mix something in it, but I couldn't make out what you said.
I mix it in my orange juice.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And good to see you.
So if I have Ningxia Red, oh, yep, good to see you too. If I have Ningxia Red, I'll put the orange juice and the Ningxia Red together, and I'll mix in the sulfurzyme and have it all at one time. But sometimes I don't have a Ningxia, so I just use the orange juice and the sulfurzyme powder.
What is that powder for? Good for?
It's Oh, go ahead, Cricket.
It really supports everything in your body. It's MSM, which your body converts to sulfur, and all your cells need sulfur. The main thing it's great for is supporting healthy muscles and joints. But I mean, like your heart's a muscle, right? Your joints and stuff. So yeah, it's a good one to be a regular taking.
Would you spell it for me?
Yeah.
Yep.
You spell it.
SULFURZYME.
Thank you.
My light is on. I'm sorry.
It's also good for hair and nails.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
everything.
Your nails grow like claws.
Tell me about
it. Do. They
They
do.
grow so fast.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get some.
Could you repeat the name of that?
It's sulfurzyme.
Sulfurzyme.
Thank you.
Anything else, Masaki?
Nope, that's all.
Okay. I have to second that. When I go to the gym, I have a glass bottle that holds, I don't know, 14 ounces or something. And I'll put my scoop of sulfurzyme and my scoop of amino wise, and then a double shot of Ninja Red. And then I fill the rest up with water and shake that up. And then I sip on that all the while I'm working out. So, and now that you said nails, you know, I was just looking at my nails. I have lines that go this way on my nails, and I think they're better than they were. So since I've been doing, I used to forget to take it, but now that I'm doing it when I go to the gym, I remember, and the powder is a lot easier to use than the capsules.
Yes,
so
it is.
Yeah. And it's pretty tasty, actually. So, yeah. So, Jennifer, do you have anything you wanted to share with us? No? Okay. You're muted. You're muted.
Okay. I'm like, how do you even unmute? Okay, I just jumped into this late. So what were you guys talking about besides
We're talking about what our good products for the year were. What we love to use. So anything you can think of off the top of your head?
Well, I do. See, ever since they came out with the vitamin D, I want to see what my D level is when I go back after I get a new doctor, and because I'm getting new insurance. Oh no, my doctor will take my insurance. But once I get it, and I want to see, because when you say to me that it's more bioavailable, I'm doing it. I mean, it is absolutely much more expensive than the vitamin D I was getting, but if I can get what I need from it, then I'll do that. So I take Inner Defense just because I know that my body is fighting stuff right now. And my mom had asked me also about Inner Defense, and I'm like, I take it every day. She goes, you take it every day? So I take it every day. I do not go without it. Vitamin D, vitamin B, sulfurzyme, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and Inner Defense are things that I do not go without. My son's cat actually scratched me today, and on my lip, which he actually drew blood. And so it's funny because my humans I live with all say to me, first thing they do is they come to me and they go, Mom, you had oil for this? And I'm like, yes, because they know not to come to me for anything else. Like, don't come to me for a pill because I don't have it unless it's, you know, one of the ones I have. But if you're going to do that, so I stuck thieves on it because I'm like, I want something to fight whatever bacteria he had in his foot. And we'll wait and see what that does, because I don't know if he's old enough or whatever enough to have like cat scratch fever. And so they're just little buggers. But little buggers can transport things too. And so,
yeah, exactly.
and it's funny because like every cat that we've owned has always come to us spayed or neutered, or we got them done right away. So we experienced our first cat in heat, and I'm just laughing because I'm like going, first of all, I'm embarrassed, and I'm going, why am I embarrassed? Because they're cats and I don't want to see stuff like that, and I just kind of laugh about it. And I've tried to tell people at the cat store, I'm like, I don't know what to do. And like with my other cats, I've used oil on them, and like my scaredy cat, I have used lavender on him. I use lavender in a way that I should never have used lavender, but he did live, and he's still around, and he has allowed me to still put oil on him. He's a black cat, and he licked himself to have no hair, and so I said, well, you're not going to do that. I'm going to calm you down, and I lavendered his paws and lavendered his nose and lavendered his back, and I was like, oh, I took a class 2 years later and went, oh, I guess that's too much lavender for him. But, yeah, it just, you know, it is what it is. And we're actually, I think it's kind of funny. My kitchen is in my living room right now, so I have no running water in my kitchen. And so you all just hung out with me as we watched cookie making stuff in the bathroom. So,
okay. Well, thank you for sharing. We'll put you back on mute so that we don't hear the dishwashing stuff.
oh yeah,
Thanks,
no,
Jennifer.
we're all done. I'm the frantic woman trying to figure out where on earth I put the seasoned salt, because I never use it, but I had to buy it to make Chex Mix, and I'm like, okay, this is crazy.
Okay, we're gonna put you back on mute.
I'm good.
So one of my go-to products for this season was Super B. Super B is really supportive of your nervous system, your levels of mood and that kind of thing. And it's really been helpful to me to make sure that I take a couple of those every day. And Jennifer mentioned she was taking D, and I got a blood test in July, and then I just got another blood test, and my D levels did go up. So I know the Young Living product is working to help my vitamin D levels. So yeah.
Well, and someone said that D was good at fighting this COVID stuff.
Yes, yeah. My doctor said that was a great product to leave. So for those of you who wanted the information on the book, Asaki just put it in a link in the chat. So if you want to click on that and save the Amazon site or copy and paste it somewhere, or you can just go on Amazon and type in essential oil recipes drop time. You should be able to search for it too.
Well, and that one is a big seller on Amazon, so it should come up right away.
Okay, cool. Okay, we got everybody, right? Does anybody have, I'm assuming people would have asked as they went along, questions on what people use to support a certain system? It's about
the good old arteries.
Arteries?
Arteries.
Sulfurzyme is a good one to support that too. Yeah.
I'll get more
Alright.
diligent with it. I've got the powder.
There you go. Okay, well, it's 5 to 8, so we're
I have one
probably.
quick question.
Yeah,
quickly.
sure.
Instead of the peppermint, if that makes a person active, what should I be using at nighttime for my little grandson?
I mean, if that's, I've heard of other people that say peppermint relaxes them. They put peppermint in their diffuser. So if it's working for him, that's fine. But lavender, peace and calming. Now, see, my niece says peace and calming jacks her kids up. So, you know, maybe small children react differently to it. I don't know. If it's working for you, I just commented that's interesting that it calms him down. So keep using it.
Hey, Sandra, when I mentioned the active part, it's mainly for breathing. Peppermint assists in the breathing.
Okay.
So, and not necessarily make someone more active like a young boy. You won't go to sleep or something. But yeah, just mainly for the breathing.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and maybe that's why it makes you more alert, because you're breathing better. I mean, we use it in the car when we're on a long trip to keep us alert and support that being awake thing. But maybe it's because we're more oxygenated that we're more awake. We're not slumped over and, you know, not getting any oxygen. So
I will never sleep without a thing of peppermint by me.
there you go. See? So you're
Well,
muted.
just
You're
because I'm
muted, Addie.
Yeah. Does anyone have any other solutions to or supports, I'm sorry, for swelling?
Have you tried cypress?
No, I haven't.
Cypress is good support for that. It supports circulation, and so it could take, you know, take that swelling with it as the circulation is increased.
Okay.
And if you have copaiba, that's a good one too for inflammation.
Yeah.
Copaiba. Okay.
Yeah, it's COPAIBA.
Oh, what is that good for? Swelling?
Copaiba is a good support for inflammation in the body.
Okay.
So anything that's, you know, inflammation may be causing that. So yeah.
This is not an oil, but I use this all the time, apple cider vinegar. I drink it during the day. And when I don't drink it, I notice for sure the aches and pains, but also swelling in my feet.
Oh, and one person that couldn't be here tonight, she wanted to share her recipe for after sun relief. Now we have the Lavaderm spray and the Lavaderm after sun spray, but this is one that she makes up herself. So she uses peppermint, lavender, witch hazel, and a little bit of almond oil in, and then mixes it up with distilled water in a spritzer bottle and then spritzes it on. So I like the Lavaderm spray, and then I add a little extra peppermint and lavender to it to make it a little bit stronger.
Who shared that recipe?
A gal that lives in the Southwest, so the sun is really hot there.
Wow.
Yeah, that Lavaderm stuff is really good. I stuck it
Yeah.
on my son this summer, and I think anything initially is like a sting to a sunburn.
Yeah.
But then he would just keep coming back to me and goes, "Will you put that back on?
Yeah.
Will you put that back on?
Yeah.
Will you put
Yeah.
that back on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I will put that on." You know,
Yeah.
and it's like I love when my family falls in love with something.
And then I think that the cool part about the company is when I got the spray, the pump wouldn't work, and then they just sent me a whole new spray.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's integrity.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining tonight. You made this well worthwhile. We're going to take a couple-week break here. And so we'll be back. What is that? January
6th.
Looks like 6th. Yeah.
Yep. Because I
Yep.
go back to work on the 4th. So that's Monday. So I'm like,
Okay.
the 4th, 5,
All
6.
right.
The 6th.
All right. Well, thanks for coming, everyone. Have a great Christmas and a happy New
You
Year
too.
celebration.
You
Bye, everyone.
Yeah,
You too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Happy New
Good
Year.
night.
Bye-bye.